I've been playing Animal Crossing non-stop since it came out. I absolutely love and adore the game, and there's so much cute food in there. We saw this chocolate cake, and Ashley and I were like, yo, we gotta do this.
Yes, we do. And luckily, we have a copy of the Feast of Fiction Kitchen, where we were able to modify a couple recipes in there to create this amazing, best mom's chocolate cake in all of Animal Crossing.
It's amazing, you're gonna love it, and of course the Feast of Fiction cookbook is here to help, so make sure to check that out if you haven't already. All right, Ash, I got my Nook Miles tickets.
So we're gonna hop on Dodo Airlines and take a chocolate cake journey.
Animal Crossing may not be as prominent as it was even just a couple of months ago, but that doesn't mean that, well, everyone's still playing it, and everyone is still making their island as cool as possible, and that means many of us have been playing long enough for our mother to send us a birthday cake. So let's make our own. There are a few different variations of this cake in the game, and we're doing the one that looks the most delicious to us, chocolate. Let's begin. Add the flour, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and cocoa powder, and whisk until it's all a uniform color. Add the sugar to the bowl of a stand mixer. Then add the butter and cream them together on medium speed with a paddle for a few minutes until the consistency is light and fluffy. Then add the oil, buttermilk, coffee, eggs, and stir on low. You don't want it to splash around. Then slowly pour in the dry ingredients and keep mixing until it's all combined and there are no chunks left. The coffee is going to enhance the chocolate flavor so it's much deeper and more rich. Line an 8 or 9-inch Springform pan with a circle of parchment paper. Grease the entire pan with butter and sprinkle cocoa powder all around in order to dust the pan completely. Pour the batter into the prepared Springform pan, give it a few taps, and then bake it for 30 to 40 minutes. To create the ganache, pour the heavy cream into a double boiler over medium heat. When the cream starts to simmer, add the semi-sweet chocolate chips and stir until they are melted, taking care not to overheat the chocolate. To create the chocolate roses, melt black candy melts in the microwave and spoon them into a silicone rose mold. Give it a few taps to flatten and place in the refrigerator to set. Once the cake's done baking, transfer it to a serving dish by putting the plate on top of the cake and flipping it over. Then use a spoon to drip the ganache down the side of the cake all the way around. Pour the remaining ganache in the middle and smooth it with an offset spatula or a butter knife. Add your chocolate roses on top around the center and place upside down white chocolate chips on the top of the cake for the white dots. And there you have it. Celebrate your birthday with Mom's delicious chocolate cake, which is sure to delight anyone on their special day. And we want to wish everyone out there a very happy birthday, no matter if your birthday was last week, even if it's today, or 3 months ago. Thank you for watching this video up until now. You are awesome, we appreciate you, and of course, if you don't have Animal Crossing, that's okay. Watch a friend play it, or check out a stream or something. In the meantime, Ashley and I, well, we gotta eat this cake.
Who's that patron? It's Yeti Night!
Yeti Night!
Wow,
This is delicious.
this is great.
Wow, it's so rich.
We'd used just the ganache as the icing element,
Mm-hmm.
Very
It's
simple.
Very simple, yeah.
Understated, delicious.
And we got the original recipe and modified it from the Feast of Fiction cookbook. This cookbook is great because there are a lot of different ways to use it, right, Ash?
That's right.
You can take a recipe that's already in there and be like, you know what? I love the cake base in here. Or we have a bunch of sort of like the fundamentals in the back. You can use any of those to take on a new recipe of your own, and you have the outline, the skeleton, everything you need in this book right here.
It's an all-around reference guide to inspire creativity in every aspect of the kitchen, and baking especially.
Yeah, baking is something that we've held so close to our hearts since the beginning of the channel, and obviously there are tons of great different baking recipes in here, and the baking essentials, which Ashley was like, we have to have this in here, and I'm like, you know what? It's a perfect idea.
And you know what else is really cool about this cookbook and most of the recipes we do in general? If you do not want to make this cake from scratch, you can use a box cake.
Yeah, very
or,
simple.
Whatever you have in the pantry, if you have a random cake of any sort in your pantry, that's the beauty of this book and this recipe too. If you do not want to make it from scratch, you do not have to, and you will still get an amazing and a beautiful result. Let's face it, box cakes taste amazing.
They really do. They know what they're doing. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
pastaroni, right? Like you're like, wait a minute, it's coming out of a box. It shouldn't taste good. No, they've perfected the recipe on those, and we perfected the recipes in here. And really,
Ooh.
baking, cooking, and all that stuff, it is your journey. It's what you want to do with it.
Yep.
The same way that you decorate your own little town or village in Animal Crossing, the same way that you decide what you want to customize your world with.
Yep.
I love video games. I love seeing all the cool creations people have made in Animal Crossing.
Yes, it's been so neat to see how creative everybody's being right now.
Yeah, and of course, we also gave away a Nintendo Switch to a lucky viewer who decided to enter our shareable cookies contest. So we hope you are also playing Animal Crossing.
And we hope you guys are staying engaged with our channel
Yes.
and our cookbook. And if you guys have gotten it, please feel free to let us know what you're thinking, comments, concerns, compliments.
I want to see what you have made from it as well. Tons of people have already sent me their pictures, and it really makes me so happy to see.
Yes.
It's really, really awesome. Also, if there's anything else from Animal Crossing that you think we should do on the channel, let us know. There are plenty of recipes left in that game for us to explore.
Yep, and be sure to let us know what you want to see us make next. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.